Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the challenger from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9. A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this! What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion!
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan!
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
Well, he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not.
The champion thrives in these situations. Pride and heart will be tested. Michael Cole alongside Byron Saxton and Corey Graves, emanating from King of the Ring, 1993. Yokozuna is fuming over his embarrassing WrestleMania loss to Hulk Hogan. Now, Yokozuna has vowed to reclaim the WWE Championship and wipe Hulkamania off the map.
Indeed, the last time these two shared a ring, it was disastrous for Yokozuna. Mr. Fuji issued a challenge to Hogan on behalf of his client. And 22 seconds later, Hogan was the new WWE Champion.
But that night was mired in controversy as Yokozuna had just been to battle with Bret Hart to win the title. This is going to answer a lot of questions from WrestleMania 9. This is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan, and we're going to find out who's the true champion.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful. You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
Oh, the waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe... Oh, no. Bear hug applied. This is not...
He just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Yoko now, belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Hitting the ropes.
Massive leg drop.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power.
Late pin, championship on the line. Oh, the champ narrowly kicks out.
There's some shock in the arena after that kick out. Brought in the hard way.
Momentum is really on Yokozuna's side.
Yokozuna making Hogan
Yoko says this one's over. Standing bonsai drop.
The challenger comes up big.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan, and every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of...
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Alpha at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania, and we'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 531 pounds, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical, smash-mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the Head Shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt, and fast. Then a knee right to the throat. The Head Shrinkers accompanied at ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler, but now he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other main event stars of the future that could follow the lineage of Yoko. He gets the tag.
Running power slam! Placing him in the corner. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
We are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
Well, we already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys. And there's the tag. It's about time.
Able to slip out of that one. Oh, stuck between the corner and a splash.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, the power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a
to the sky.
Elbow drop. And all that Steiner muscle did him no good there.
Yeah, that's Samu putting his in-ring acumen to good use.
As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not care. Alpha has turned these men into brutal fighters who simply want to destroy their opponents no matter where the fight takes place.
And as for the Steiners, we know they have big match experience, tons of amateur championship bouts in college, and some of WCW's biggest events. But even those can't hold a candle to the spectacle of WrestleMania.
And now Scott is getting beaten down.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiners.
At this stage, he's endured plenty of big attacks.
I expect a tag soon here. Have to take the chance to get your win back deep into the match.
The clubbing forearm.
Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Tag. Double team coming. Oh, face first.
And the Head Shrinkers just might have it. Oh, man.
And he's into the pin. And the Head Shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
And here comes the #1 contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday, and he's taking the risk, stepping in here against a newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The challenger not taking their eyes off the championship.
And the champ is staring daggers right back at the opposition.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfathers, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia. If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. And conspicuous by his absence is the butler of Hunter Hearst Helmsley, who has been intervening in matches as of late. Who knows if he might show up?
Yeah, unfortunately, that's just another thing Maivia needs to worry about.
Rocky has bigger problems in the ring, gentlemen. Biggest match he's ever had. Live, worldwide television. He's got to have a stomach full of butterflies.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky. Cobra clutch. And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
And watching from home is Rocky Johnson, the father of Rocky Maivia, former WWE Tag Team Champion.
I must admit, I do see a bright future for Maivia. Those that have been privileged enough to see Rocky Johnson in action will appreciate Rocky Maivia because he's a chip off the old block.
Notwithstanding as well the genes of his grandfather, the incomparable Peter Maivia, Chief Maivia.
Oh boy, they don't come any tougher than Peter Maivia.
Thursday Raw, Thursday, getting kicked off with a title match for the Intercontinental Championship. Number one contender, Rocky Maivia, versus the champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down. And even before the bell rang tonight, I think Hunter Hearst Helmsley...
Sky high! Look out below! Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Maivia dishing it out now.
Maivia keeps bringing the energy, and Helmsley has no answer.
Boom, right in the button.
Going head-to-head, putting each other to the test. Ooh! Slugging away with everything they've got.
And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders.
Hooked up. Ouch. Great power. Invert. Shoulders are down. To retain. Kicks out before the 2 count.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Making his way to the top here.
Soaring. Oh, that's it. What a splash.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that scouted at all.
Brought in the hard way.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle and a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover, and Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. The official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Lifting him back up again. Rocky rolls through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
Uh-oh, somebody called the local zoo.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a steel cage match. Introducing first, from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 275 pounds, George the Animal Steele.
I'm not even sure the cage can contain this man.
And strolling down the aisle, the opponent of George Steele, Peter Maivia.
Always a chaotic matchup.
His opponent from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 275 pounds, High Chief Peter Maivia.
Steele had better keep an eye on Maivia because Maivia is a true brawler.
Few men can handle the chaos of the animal inside a steel cage, but I believe the High Chief is ready.
Maivia carrying such pride into the ring.
Very stark contrast to Steele.
We'll see which prevails tonight.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal. I can't think of two opponents with more opposing styles.
You said it, Corey. Let's just hope this one gets taken care of in the ring tonight.
Using the cranium.
George the Animal Steele is not a wrestler by any stretch of the imagination, guys. He's a true brawler.
And he might be the best brawler in WWE, Michael. There is no shortage of fight in the animal.
But you know who might be a better brawler, guys? The High Chief, Peter Maivia. And when you consider that Maivia is also an excellent high flyer and a great technician, well, you can see why the High Chief is the favorite in this match, even with the steel cage stipulation.
Peter Maivia now with the upper hand.
Yeah, and Maivia has really figured the...
Take it over!
Go for the win!
Hold on.
Trying to stick. He calls off the pin attempt, maybe wanting to try something else.
Oh, gosh.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steel. What's it going to take for the animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steel makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Boom! George the Animal Steel might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steel's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Peter Maivia is looking unstoppable now.
And you can see Steel is struggling to weather the storm with the High Chief.
Look at Maivia going to work on the animal.
The High Chief has all the answers right now. Headlock. Oh, a cheap shot right above the eye.
There's a headbutt.
The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Oh! And his onslaught continues.
Can Steel recover from this adversity?
Then a knee right to the throat.
Ooh! Connects on the kick.
Double axe handle.
Delivers the snapmare.
Fist drop. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has major acting and stunt work credits to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to survive this war against the animal.
Momentum is all with Maivia now.
Maivia is reaching that other level.
Ooh, what an uppercut.
Jarring.
Boom, running STO plants him.
Nicely done. Maivia just dominated the animal with that one. We're about to see.
Talk about dismantling your opponent.
Does Peter Maivia have this sewn up? And each step up this cage takes more and more energy to accomplish. What's he doing, guys?
Throwing caution to the wind.
He's looking to gain the higher ground on the wall of the cage here. Now trying to bring the action right back down to the ring. Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anawa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that
And the High Chief defeats the animal.
Here is your winner, High Chief Peter Maivia.
anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief.
And now a dark horse will face an unforgiving Titan in hopes to don the crown. Lyra Valkyria versus Nia Jax in the Queen of the Ring Finals.
The following is the final match in the Queen of the Ring Tournament. Introducing first, from San Diego, California, Nia Jax.
I cannot wait to witness what unfolds here. The irresistible force has been on a tear recently.
And Nia believes the crown already belongs to her. Will Jax's menacing presence and sheer power be too much for Valkyria to overcome? Or can Lyra write a happy ever after ending to her Cinderella story?
Lyra Valkyria fancies herself a Morgan, which is an Irish goddess of war. As they were on the battlefield, they used to take the shape of ravens to fly around and decide who would live and who would die. That is what Lyra Valkyria is bringing to the ring here tonight.
And her opponent, from Dublin, Ireland, Lyra Valkyria!
Lyra Valkyria may have read a little too much fantasy in her day, and now is reality. Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia Jax, who's in the best physical condition of her career, tonight will make someone. Will it be Lyra? Will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
And guys, you win the crown. Guess what waits for you in August?
A date with the champion of your respective brand at SummerSlam.
And there will be a coronation. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got it caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Sent outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade. Nia Jax, Lyra Valkyria facing off in the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Who will take home the crown? Being placed in the corner here.
Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe.
Connects! Saw it coming!
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow, undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months, and Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Jax with the irresistible offense.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax would be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being queen of the ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can't imagine it'll be easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, gonna climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator.
Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax.
What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen. Is it legal to not show up? Rikishi has brutalized Austin lately.
Austin will be here, Byron. I just refuse to think anything else.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is a no-holds-barred match. Introducing first, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 424 pounds, Rikishi!
We have learned more about Rikishi in the last couple of weeks than we knew about him his entire career here in WWE. He said he ran over Austin not for himself, but for The Rock.
Right, and now he's coming out here, and I guess if Austin doesn't show up, the general manager is going to have to come out here and declare this is a forfeit, and Rikishi's going to win it. This man makes me sick. Is he here?
Well, there's the Rattlesnakes music.
He's here. Austin's here.
Stone Cold Steve Austin came here with no fear, no hesitation, just revenge.
His opponent, from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve
Austin fought for his life to make it back here, to make Rikishi pay.
Now there is no way Rikishi can escape the Texas Rattlesnake.
It's been almost a year since Austin competed in the ring. Austin is a man possessed. Rikishi feels good about running over Austin and said he'd do it again. That man is sick.
Well, Rikishi made two mistakes. One, trying to end Austin's life. And two, not being man enough to finish the job.
Austin's going to absolutely tee off on Rikishi.
This one is going to get ugly in a hurry.
We now know the sick, demented side of Rikishi. Rikishi almost cost Austin his life. Instead, he's here tonight to finish the job.
Listen, Rikishi has seen members of his family be skipped over while other superstars skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. Rikishi feels it's The Rock's time, not Austin's.
It's been a month of stunning revelations, all leading to the in-ring return of Stone Cold. And Byron, I just cannot see any legitimate reason to run over Stone Cold like Rikishi did last Survivor Series.
I mean, Austin does ruffle the feathers of a lot of people, Michael, but I don't think any of his rivals would go to the disgusting lengths that Rikishi has gone to.
Wow. Austin with a reversal. Corey, this situation is so far beyond rational thinking. It's so personal. What does Stone Cold have to do in this one to leave here victorious against Rikishi?
I don't know if you can tell someone who almost lost their life at the hands of their opponent to think rationally. Austin has rage, and win or lose, he's going to unleash it all on Rikishi.
Rikishi feeling like he has a job to finish tonight. A career in Stone Cold's to bring to an end. And looking at my monitor, it just makes me sick to my stomach watching Rikishi. This is a man who has no remorse and feels justified for running Austin down like a dog.
Austin and Rikishi trading heavy artillery on the outside, and here comes the rattlesnake.
Stone Cold Steve Austin fired up and revenge on his mind.
You got to think about how bad Austin has wanted this ever since Survivor Series last year. Been dying to get his hands on Rikishi.
All of that venom, all of the vitriol inside of Austin being unleashed on Rikishi right now.
Remember, this is no holds barred. Anything goes.
Austin has Rikishi down. The rattlesnake is red hot. And do you hear this capacity crowd? They want more from Stone Cold. All that he wants to see Rikishi get beaten down like a pile of human filth.
Scary mindset for the rattlesnake. Austin has scattered pictures of Rikishi all over his home. Said that every time he looks at Rikishi, he's looking at a dead man.
Yeah, Rikishi taking that as an empty threat, thinking that Austin isn't the man he claims to be. But trust me, when Stone Cold says he has you in his crosshairs, that's no empty threat.
He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
He's got the slugger in hand and is ready to go to work.
Oh no, he just got busted wide open.
The official needs to take a look at that.
Stone Cold letting his feelings towards his opponent be well known.
Showing no sign of respect for his opponent.
Colliding with the barricade.
What a headbutt.
Vicious. And Rikishi lately has been calling himself a visionary, a pioneer. All a bunch of garbage, if you ask me.
Well, those aren't self-imposed labels, Cole. Those labels are coming from the family, coming from a group of wrestling legends who are proud of Rikishi for standing up and making a change in this business.
I have a few labels for Rikishi. Coward, liar, embarrassment. Those fit.
And Rikishi slows Austin down with a thunderous right.
Austin's in trouble. And now steel chair. Oh, and Austin, he just averted disaster there.
And now Austin gonna deliver the punishment with the steel chair.
A relentless Texas rattlesnake beating the brakes off of Rikishi with a steel chair.
And again, thunderous blows by Austin. Down goes Rikishi. Austin beating the hell out of him.
I know Austin has good reason to be doing all this, but he could be taking it too far at this point.
I don't think the rattlesnake has taken it far enough, Corey. Austin wants to put Rikishi's life in danger, just like Rikishi did to him.
In full control here.
Face first in the turnbuckle. Oh, man! Intercepted the attack with a kick to the face.
And he counters. Uh-oh. Rikishi driver.
And now Austin is bleeding.
Cover. Hangs on by a thread.
Austin somehow
just not enough. Pulled in for a belly-to-belly. And Rikishi enjoying how he's worn down the rattlesnake throughout this match.
And I bet The Rock is smiling about it, too.
Oh, stop that nonsense, Corey.
Austin in a state of distress now.
Rikishi with an onslaught here against Austin. Dare I say, Stone Cold could be in trouble.
Rikishi finds his target with that one.
Austin's finally able to slow all that incoming offense.
Austin trying to bring the fight back in this one.
Fights back against Stone Cold. Ooh.
What do you have to do to put this guy away?
Rikishi hoisting up his opponent.
Rikishi driver.
And Austin is out.
2. Rikishi somehow defangs the rattlesnake. Damn it.
The winner of this bout, Rikishi!
This is not what many of us expected to see. We wanted to see retribution, but Rikishi was too much of a monster for Stone Cold tonight.
The vitriol that consumed Rikishi powered him to finish the job and leave a battered Austin in his rear-view mirror.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. He could be the next WWE champion, the near 400-pound Umaga. A man that since debuting right after WrestleMania 9 months ago has remained undefeated. And Umaga has been in the ring, Byron, with the best of WWE.
This man looks, moves, and sounds like a movie monster. Except Umaga is for real.
He is a Samoan bulldozer, an 18-wheel version with a mean streak. Big, athletic, strong, and probably gonna outweigh John Cena by well over 100 pounds.
Since 1963, the WWE title has only changed hands twice here in Kansas City. That's twice in the last 47 years.
But Umaga is a scary human being. He can easily change that trend right here tonight.
A phenomenal ovation in this arena because the champ is here. John Cena has a gigantic challenge awaiting him in the ring, but Cena doesn't have a reverse gear.
Absolutely not. The champ only goes one way, and that's straight at you.
John Cena, a 3-time WWE champion, the handler of Umaga, Armando Estrada, trying to control this undefeated challenger.
Once the bell rings, these two are going to go at each other full force.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the WWE Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 353 from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 248 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, John Cena!
You win this title, you are a top name in this industry.
Here we go with the WWE Championship on the line. John Cena versus the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga. Big fight feel here in this building.
The undefeated Umaga has set his sights on Cena, and there's nothing left standing in his way. Umaga doesn't just want to beat John Cena. He wants to obliterate him like he has all his other. Cena.
Crash and burn.
This can't be good. They just missed wildly.
Took the high risk, but unfortunately, no reward.
Cena tonight attempting to do something no one else has been able to do. Be it HBK, Triple H, Kane, the list goes on and on. No one has been able to beat Umaga.
Since debuting in last year's WrestleMania, he's never been pinned, never been submitted. Umaga is a man who's decimated every single thing in his path. It's not hyperbole to call him a dangerous and deadly savage.
Umaga is fired up and wants this crowd to know it.
Taking things to the outside, but got to make sure to heed the officials' count.
Just in time to beat the count.
Oh, and a headbutt.
A rare position for Cena in this fight. We can't often say that John's overpowered in a matchup, but this 360-plus pound Samoan Bulldozer is more than a formidable opponent.
Listen, sometimes when there's a fight, you're not always going to be the biggest. You're not always going to be the strongest. And even if that is the case for Cena tonight, John Cena has never met a fight he didn't like.
Cena will try to gain strength from this capacity crowd in Kansas City, but not even that may be enough to stop a rampaging Umaga. Stamina is going to be a key factor in this match tonight. Can Cena weather Umaga's vicious attacks? Can Umaga keep up the offensive pressure as Cena drags this into deep waters?
I think you're right, Cole. This might just come down to who has more gas in the tank.
And Umaga, of course, coming from a very rich heritage. Some of the greatest athletes in any sport come from the Samoan heritage.
Umaga's aggressiveness can be traced back to his bloodline. When you're fighting a Samoan, you are battling a tough, scary human being.
And Umaga is in control.
Umaga is simply overpowering John Cena right now.
Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up here.
Shoulder pin
for the title. This isn't good. He's got bad things in mind. Oh, backing it up there.
Oh, you know that hurt.
Good Lord!
Exerting his dominance.
Brutal attack from Umaga. He smells Cena's blood in the water.
And I could look at Umaga and he reminds me of Yokozuna. His unmatched thickness and size is an orthodox offense.
Look at Umaga's thighs, his calves. They give him a great power and a great base. It makes him almost impossible to knock off his feet.
He's thick, he's strong, he's nasty, and he won't be slowed down.
And Cena flattened in the corner.
Umaga's just overpowering him. Look at the strength into the corner, just setting Cena up.
You have to start to ask yourself, is the end of John Cena near?
I think so. Look
What
out!
a headbutt. No one has been able to stop Umaga. No one.
You are seeing why Umaga is undefeated. Why no one has been able to stop the Samoan Bulldozer.
Here comes Umaga, and Cena catches him with a boot. John Cena from behind, rolls him up, shoulders down, and a kick out by Umaga.
And Cena immediately back into the clutches of Umaga.
I'm not sure what else Cena can do here. I'm not sure John Cena knows how to stop Umaga.
And Corey, you know there's no force equal to being on the receiving end of a headbutt from Umaga.
It's in Umaga's DNA. Generations have perfected the art of using their own skull as a weapon that could stop an elephant.
Pop-up Samoan drop.
Umaga is just seeking total destruction right now. Pulls their opponent in.
Belly to belly.
Sometimes I look at Umaga and it just scares me. I think he forgets that he's even in a championship match. Here it comes!
Oh, Samoan spike.
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Here's the pin. New champ. No, it's not over.
I can't believe it. We were a second away from a new champ.
Here it comes! Samoan spike!
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
New champion, an undefeated champion.
Here is your winner, and the new WWE Champion, Umaga!
This proves it. Truly no one can withstand Umaga. The Samoan bulldozer has wrecked his way straight to the WWE Championship. Cena's... AOP is here, ready to wreak havoc. And they want to prove 3-minute warning has nothing on them.
Two roughneck teams ready to use this Extreme Rules stipulation to the fullest.
The following contest is a tag team Extreme Rules match and accompanied by Paul Ellering at a combined weight of 620 pounds. Akon and Razor, the authors of Pain.
AOP look unintimidated by the task at hand. They are totally prepared for the merciless tandem of 3-minute warning.
You know, there's actually a lot in common between these two teams in terms of tactics and physicality.
And guys, the authors of Pain now have 3 minutes.
And at a combined weight of 770 pounds, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Authors of Pain versus 3-minute warning is a recipe for brutality and ruthless carnage.
And that's in a regular match, Cole. This is Extreme Rules.
These two hit squads are going to tear each other apart.
3-minute warning made a career out of demolishing anyone who got in their way. Why would AOP be any different?
Because that's exactly what AOP does too. They play the same game as 3-minute warning.
Here we go with AOP and 3-minute warning going head-to-head. This is an Extreme Rules match, and it's a good thing it is, because neither one of these teams likes to play by the rules or limit their aggressive tendencies.
Well, there is nothing on the minds of these men except dealing as much damage to one another as possible. Both 3-minute...
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Man, Rosie and Jamal, Akam and Razor representing the biggest, most imposing teams WWE has ever seen. Both teams don't care what the motive is, don't care who the target is. Their goal
turns it into a pin attempt. Gets the shoulder up and one.
Channeling his energy to stay in this matchup.
And that'll take a bit of the fight out of Akam.
Yeah, Rosie came prepared for this matchup.
Tossing them aside.
Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what. Look, the most intelligent competitor in a battle knows that there are many roads to victory, including the low road. I like this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Watching like a predator with wounded prey. He's as good as done.
Here we go. Through the air. And connects. Oh, he cuts it off. Look, Akam with a course correction.
Ooh, and a thunderous forearm to follow. Carefully placed stomp to the arm.
And that blow has him wavering.
This is what we expect out of Extreme Rules. No one is safe.
Backbreaker. They are feeding off the WWE fans, now pinning the arm down and
delivering nasty stomps.
You can feel the resentment building with each stomp there. What a punch! Looking for something, anything under the ring.
I don't know what his plans are with that table, but it's going to hurt.
I like this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
Pay special attention to Rosie in this matchup. 6'5", 375 pounds. The man can run a 40-yard dash in 4.8 seconds. This guy is a pure athlete.
Rosie played high school football with a legendary running back before playing college ball in Hawaii. Imagine being pancaked by the force Rosie brings.
Oh, look at that scoop slam.
Pull right back in.
Side slam. Ooh. And he's looking out of sorts now.
You know exactly what you're getting into when you sign up for this kind of match.
Oh, stop.
He's doing some dangerous redecorating.
I think the table really ties it all together. Razor's in imminent danger.
Oh, my, what a splash. Watch for the hardcore style of 3-minute warning. Both of these men are from the hood, so to speak. Grew up in the streets, brought up to be tough. Rosie and Jamal have a rough tenacity.
A duo that couldn't care less about headlocks. They're just all about beating the hell out of you. 3-minute warnings, thug-like tactics need to be respected.
Rosie and Jamal only care about one thing, and that's the winner's purse. Samoan drop. Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
Trying to wrestle free their opponent's arm, has the arm trapped.
Oh, stop right to the hand.
He wants to make a statement, and this is it.
No bigger statement than sending your opponent through a table set from the heavens.
And gets tossed back into the mat. He fails to connect.
Ooh, well met.
Jamal pins the shoulders down.
He's able to cut off the pin count here.
Forget it. AOP just fell to their demise.
No, nothing fancy here.
Tasting victory.
Backed up. He is looking to do some serious harm. Up across the shoulder.
Samoan driver.
3-minute warning might just be done messing
Makes the
around.
cover. Oh, speed tackle.
We knew this would be a grueling and punishing match, but AOP and 3-minute warning are exceeding all expectations. Oh, what a clothesline.
Stop right to the gut.
And his body is still the focus of the attack.
And that prevents Rosie's attack. Legs caught.
Oh, whipped right into the post. Powerful spine buster.
Fends it off. Good counter.
A chain of reversals here.
Bear. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
Looking to get airborne here.
Incoming.
Returning to the ring now. He's got him down. Here we go. Rosie and Jamal survive Extreme Rules.
Here are your winners, Rosie and Jamal. 3-minute warning.
Gotta give it up to 3-minute warning. In a contest between two of the most badass squads we've ever seen, they were the tougher competitors.
Yeah, but AOP certainly made 3-minute warning earn this win. Just think about all the carnage we witnessed here tonight.
We are making history tonight here in St. Louis, the first ever women's Money in the Bank ladder match.
The following is the first ever Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Introducing first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair looking to become a Triple Crown champion. Every title, every opportunity she has put in front of herself, she has seized. This is a night where careers change forever.
You're right, Cole. You can feel it. Legends are going to be made. Careers defined. Hearts broken. This is Money in the Bank.
And Byron, Becky Lynch with a very astute point. I rip off arms. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms.
Next, from Dublin, Ireland, Becky Lynch.
To add to that, Michael, I talked to Becky earlier and I asked, "Are you nervous about this?" She said, "Yeah, I'm a little nervous, but I'm more excited than anything because I get to be part of history."
Becky Lynch, the first woman drafted to SmackDown. First SmackDown Women's Champion. Can she become the first Miss Money in the Bank?
Well, you can feel the excitement the moment they brought out the ladders before this show started. There is a big fight feel right here in St. Louis.
There's a big fight coming. Tamina, perhaps the most dominant superstar in this match.
And I guarantee she is not fazed by taking on 4 different opponents in a ladder match.
From the Pacific Islands, Tamina.
This is a milestone moment that is being watched all over the world.
And Tamina is hoping to live up to her family's legacy. She wants that briefcase. She wants that title. It's in her blood.
Mella is money, and she is as confident as ever.
Making her way to the ring from Staten Island, Carmella.
Byron, Carmella's made a couple of good points recently, saying, "I was the last woman drafted in the WWE draft last summer." How big of a chip is on her shoulder?
Oh, she's got a huge chip on her shoulder. And also, don't forget, Carmella has had some major victories lately, so she has all the fuel you could need heading into a match of this type.
Natalya, another superstar who walks into this match thinking she has legacy on her side tonight.
And from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya!
Every last woman in this match has chased this opportunity so fiercely. They have chased the championship, perhaps none more so than Natalya.
Winning Money in the Bank would certainly go a long way to helping Natalya prove she too is the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
Winning that briefcase is like taking the proverbial express lane to success.
Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Tamina, Carmella, Natalya, all with a chance to make history. All with the opportunity to be called the first ever Miss Money in the Bank.
The revolution that became an evolution only continues in the women's division. One of these women will climb the ladder and earn the opportunity of a lifetime. No safe haven in this match. These ladders can be your best friend or your worst enemy. There's no allies in this match. It's everyone for herself.
There is no room for friends when history's being made. Not when you can go down in the record books as the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Such a dangerous setting for all these superstars. Ladders are everywhere. Each competitor is only limited by their imagination.
Your head has to be on a constant swivel. Ladders will be used as weapons. Anything can happen to get that briefcase. That was a showing of control and aggression, something they'll want to keep up. Tamina not caring that Becky's a fan favorite. The crowd's adulation is meaningless. All that matters is the contract suspended above the ring.
Tamina's been showing so much dominance in this match.
The contract that can change lives hanging above the ring. Probably the most profitable opportunity in our sport. 15 out of 17 superstars have successfully cashed in the Money in the Bank contract.
A surprise cash-in has only failed once, and the other failed cash-in was alerted to a week in his...
Uh-oh, she has trouble coming. Not going to be easy to get out of this.
The arm is locked up. Submission.
Trying to maneuver out, and successfully. Oh, wow, impactfully, too.
Head up that ladder. Center of the ring. She's reaching up and trying to unhook it as fast as she can.
Every second up there is allowing the opposition to recover.
Better hurry.
Full focus
From the top rope.
She's going under the ring now.
Oh, she gets no reward on that one.
She's grabbing at the prize now.
The whole match is literally in the palm of their hands.
And looking at the playing field, the majority of these women love to utilize their submission offense to put opponents away.
Tapping someone out won't win this match, but these women should not shy away from using the biggest weapons in their arsenal.
We've heard Becky say she was going to rip arms off tonight. You can't exactly climb a ladder with no arms. Ooh. Superstar setting up.
And there's the Uranagi. Landed them. Carmella perhaps realizing there that she's not as untouchable as she claims.
Yeah, Tamina displaying a higher level of aggression.
Oh! And she's beginning to look a little weary. Boom! Did you hear the impact? 3 second-generation superstars competing in this match. Carmella, Charlotte, and Tamina. And Natalya, of course, a third-generation superstar. Women bred for these kind of moments.
Any of these women will add a significant chapter to her legacy if she can become the first Miss Money in the Bank.
Well, maybe it's just me, but you can only be disrespected so many times like that before you start to develop a complex.
You get slapped a lot, Corey?
It's none of your business, Cole.
Oh, that's just insulting.
The disrespect can be tasted in their mouth.
Ladder's dead center and ready to go, guys. Ladder set right in the middle of the ring. Starts to climb, but needs to move quickly.
Nice reversal by Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte driving Tamina, and both tumble to the floor.
Both women crashing down hard. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, the first to her feet, surveying the situation.
Oh, my. Driving Tamina into the steps.
Well, you are seeing a heightened level of aggression, heightened level of intensity from all these competitors because of the stakes involved.
Guys, where's Charlotte going?
And Flair looking to up the ante now from the top.
Oh, my goodness, taking out everybody.
The Queen rising to the occasion.
What you just saw is why we say Charlotte is genetically superior.
Yeah, undeniable athleticism from the Queen. Can it pave her way to the top of the ladder? Wow. Oh, ouch.
Snapmare. Oh, what a kick. Sliding into the ring now. Clothesline to the back of the neck.
Tamina's absolutely wrecking shop on Natalya, making sure the veteran won't have the strength to climb a ladder at all.
This might be the beginning of the end.
Handle slam.
Hope you got your running shoes tied tight, boys. We might need to bolt out of here.
Oh, getting knocked around by the ladder.
Look at this. She's going for her destiny, guys.
But she better hurry. She doesn't have much time.
This is the chance. Could be the only one.
Is this the right time? Is this the career-making moment?
Tamina has it.
Fingertips away from winning the cup. That's it. Tamina has the briefcase. Tamina is Miss Money in the Bank.
The winner of the Money in the Bank contract and the first ever Miss Money in the Bank, Tamina!
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules, a 2-on-2 match where the pinfall or submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell, no tags, no countouts, no disqualification.
The Usos and the New Day came into this match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great...
Oh, look at this.
Spinning combination.
An easy kick out from Xavier Woods.
He got a little too confident with that. Oh my gosh!
Uppercut. Nasty.
Kick to the back. And he now slides back into the ring.
Oh my God, a steel chair. Bang!
This cell looking to seal the deal, guys. You have to think this match is starting to take its toll.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected...
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso sent outside the ring, and the New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good.
Gets lifted into position. Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
I can already feel the sting of the kendo stick, and I do not care for it.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again.
It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams. Top rope.
Look at this, raining right hands.
Will that be enough to win the titles?
To be crowned champion. And the Usos are 5-time tag team champions.
Here are your winners, and the new
The cell door is locked. First of two Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared. Shoulders down, Penny predicament.
Probably knew that wasn't going to be be enough at this stage, but every time you cover your opponent, you make them kick out. Every kick out exerts energy.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the champ with the cover.
And he kicks out. Have to put in a little more work than that.
Big E sent for a ride, and that definitely made solid impact. And these attacks are spelling nothing but trouble.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, two teams so familiar with each other, some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
Going down low, nasty uppercut.
Corey, for as entertaining as the New Day are, they can scrap with the best of them. Remember that.
Look, don't let the booty-os and trombones fool you. New Day can get down and dirty, especially when they have the Usos pushing them. New Day are prepared for an all-out brawl tonight.
So many amazing matches between these two teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unit from the top.
Diving headbutt. Shows you how committed this competitor is to winning the title.
Taking off from the ropes. Neck breaker.
Able to slip away.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Jimmy saves himself.
Power. Spine buster. Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods. Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell, and Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day.
It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want, punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your sworn enemy to rest for good. Talking to Xavier, he told me the one thing the Usos have taught us is that we have to embrace a more lawless culture here in WWE. A more lawless culture in this rivalry.
And that could be the reason the New Day chose to have this match in the Hell in a Cell. It's been such a chaotic rivalry. Therefore, only this kind of wall cover.
New champ incoming.
He breaks the pin.
Oh! Looks like he knew what was coming up.
Has Jimmy in his grip.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Oh, good gravy. Thrown into the corner with a little something extra.
Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless in their punishment.
The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the top.
High! Wow! Pin! Title in the balance!
And that breaks up the pin. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring.
Holy cow! That chair came in on them fast.
Being carried around now. Oh, God. Face buster plants him.
And you guys, I see blood coming from Big E's face.
That last attack really took a toll on the champ.
The effects of the cell come for everyone. You can only stay safe for so long.
Oh, man. Boom, what impact.
Ow! Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that pin. Title on the line.
Champ's in trouble.
The champ is looking hopeless here.
Looks like the gas tank is running past E now.
And Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash. The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods, handcuffs and all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs. Using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That heart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
Here are your winners